What's going on, guys? Welcome back or to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Trevor, and when I get bored, I make YouTube videos. Today we're gonna be doing a little video on the second gen Dodge. If you don't know, it's my 96, sadly gas burner. Pretty clean truck. Done a pretty good bit to it through the years, and today we're gonna be changing out mirrors. These are the eBay specials. Had them in there a long time. I don't know what they cost new, maybe $100. Nothing special, but better than the stocks. But today we're gonna be changing these bad boys out. And here's what we got going in. They are 4th gen style tow mirrors for your 2nd gen Dodge. They are from, as you can see, Boost Auto Parts. They have the daytime running light and a turn signal built into them, and get them power fold as well. You can get them more plain Jane like what's currently in the truck, or they have several different add-ons you can get for them. Very nice set of mirrors, lots of options. Again, these are for a 2nd gen Dodge. They do have mirrors for pretty much any truck out there. You know, Chevy, Ford, Dodge. They got several different variations for different trucks, so check them out. They are sponsoring today's video, so we're gonna get these in. We're gonna get these wired up and see how we like them. First thing you want to do to get your mirrors off, if you don't know, you got 2 screws right there. You got a screw up there, and then you got little plastic push-in pieces all along the bottom and on the sides. I've taken my door panel off a few times, so you can see a couple of mine aren't in there anymore and need to be replaced, but let's get rolling on it. Door panel off, and this is what you got. Obviously you got to pop loose the power window and door lock switch, and then you got these 3 bolts coming through. Got to take off these nuts, and voila, the mirror comes off. Let's get to it. Got those 3 bolts out. Those are 10 millimeters. If you don't know, you take the plate off, mirror comes out, and here the 2 mirrors are side by side. I don't have a weight scale, but I can tell you that these weigh probably double what these do. Also a good bit wider out. Obviously they fold up just like both of them do. But yeah, let's start getting these 4th gen style mirrors in. Alright, we got this one in and mounted up. Obviously you got the brace to hold it on. Take them all 3 in kind of at the same time, get them nice and snug. These are 10 millimeter as well. Run the wiring through this little spot. We'll run it through this grommet and get it inside the cab so we can get the lights wired up. Obviously you want it nice and snug. Very heavy mirror, but here she is, looking good. Sticks out probably close to 2 inches farther than the old one, but overall looking really good. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this one in as well, and then get them hopefully wired up and rolling, and go from there. Alright, I want to do a little update on the wiring on the mirrors. Obviously got the door panel off, started doing some wiring, and you run 3 wires. I didn't want to run them through the boot because I'm a little lazy, and it is just a pain in the butt to get stuff to go through that boot. You got an orange, a blue wire, and a black ground wire, as you can see, coming off both sides, both mirrors. I ran that side over to this side. You run them together, and you run them up through the firewall hole. I hooked a hanger around the wires, and so it was pretty easy to get them to come through. I jumped the orange wires together. Those are the running lights. Those can be jumped together. And then the blue is for the turn signals, so they have to be ran separate. So obviously I ran my blue up there, got it running around here, and obviously the other blue coming to this headlight. Wire up the fuses. You jump into the turn signal bulb. The yellow with the black wire, or the black stripe, goes to the orange, and then the tan Mine's turned almost kind of green colored, but tan colored runs to the blue wire, and obviously it's the same thing on the passenger side, so I'll run again the blue wire to the tan wire. I'm not going to go super in depth with all this. Boost Auto has a good video where they do step by step, and I'll put the link in the description to their video below if you need a little more assistance. There's a really good in-depth tutorial of just step by step what to do, how to do it. Just a quick little update, kind of rigged up the ground wire just because I wanted to make sure everything was wired right, and you can see that they are on and working properly. Here we are, got both sides wired up. Good to go. Looking good. Make sure the turn signals work. Turn signal working. Turn signal working. Switch back works good. Make sure the other side works. Turn signal not working. We are back a couple days later, and it is time to wire in the factory power fold wiring kit. Again, looks like a pretty simple setup, not a whole lot of wiring to do. Hopefully goes pretty simple. One thing is, if your truck does not have factory power mirrors, the wiring is different depending upon if your truck has factory power mirrors or not. How this kit wires in is a little bit different, not a ton different, but definitely has a few differences. If for some reason you don't know that your truck has factory power mirrors, on your door panel, it's kind of hard to show now. On your door panel right there, driver's side, it'll have a little dial to adjust your power mirrors. Obviously my truck does not have that, but we're gonna get started on it, get it going. Just a quick glimpse at the wiring kit, pretty simple. I know it kind of looks like a mess, but you basically have these two that go to each power mirror or to each mirror, and then you have your switch. Again, since my truck doesn't have factory power mirrors, you have to add in a switch for the power fold adjustment. But other than that, it's pretty simple. You got your power, you got your ground, you run it to the battery, and you run each wire to each mirror. It's pretty standard, pretty simple procedure. Let's get at it. I'm starting off by running the wires to the firewall. I'm gonna go ahead and run them up front and get them towards the battery, get them all tucked away where I want them. Quick pro tip, if you don't know how to get something through the firewall, it's a tight space and struggling, take a metal hanger, cut it open or cut it apart, tape the wires to it, and help you a lot on getting the wires through the firewall. I'm gonna do a quick test just to make sure everything's working properly before I really go in and hide the wires and do it right. Basically you have this wire, blue and yellow wire that comes off the harness. You plug in this, and this plugs into the harness coming off of the mirror. Go up here, obviously you got your button, mirrors are out, click the button and mirror folds in. So it seems to be working properly. I'm going to be taking it apart, or unhooking it and hooking it up the correct way, getting all the wires nice and tidied up, and go from there. Obviously on this side, don't have this one hooked up yet. Common sense, run it to your passenger door, do the same thing over there. Mirrors will work in unison. Alright guys, I got the wiring done on each side. I got it hidden except for this right here at the switch. I am not sure where I'm gonna put the switch at yet, so I haven't completely finished it up. I am thinking about dremeling out a little section right there next to my voltmeter and my gauge for my amp, and mounting it down in there. My truck also does not have fog lights, but it has the switch. I've thought about maybe wiring it up into that switch. That'd be nice and, you know, look completely factory. But for now, I'm just gonna kind of leave it chilling until I completely decide what I want. But hit the switch, mirrors are in, hit the switch, mirrors are out. Again, you can get these these mirrors at Boost Auto. I will have the link in the description, and again, several options for them. If you want just lights, if you want switchbacks, if you want just plain no lights at all, just a clean, simple mirror. If you want power fold mirrors, they have several options available. If you have a truck other than a second gen, options available for them. Pretty much any truck on the market, they make custom mirrors for. Check them out. Go give them a follow. Check out their Instagram, also linked below. They got all kinds of sick trucks, post videos regularly. But yeah, just check them out, give them a follow. Mirrors are mounted and wired up. Wires are put away. I ended up putting the switch down there, a little out of the way, but a clean, simple spot to get to it. Got a couple other things down there. Obviously, I debated on trying to put it in wired into the fog light switch, as my truck doesn't have fog lights, so it's just a factory switch that I could have used. But if you're like me, you don't want to take your dash apart. But got everything wired in and looking good, and push the switch. Mirrors are in. Push the switch. Mirrors are out, functioning flawlessly. I debated on a couple other spots to do it. I thought about maybe trying to Dremel somewhere in here, down here, just somewhere else that was kind of out of the way. But since this wasn't really a flat surface, it was kind of gonna be a little awkward. And I thought down there would still be simple, easy, and I just Dremeled out a little hole and put it in, and it works great. With that being said, I would like to give another huge shout out to Boost Auto Parts for being today's sponsor. If you want nice mirrors for your second gen, if you want mirrors for any of your trucks, hit them up. They make mirrors for just about every make and model. A lot of different variants. If you want power mirrors and your truck doesn't have power mirrors like mine, they got it. If you want just the lights, if you want the switchbacks, whatever you want, they pretty much got them. Check them out. Link in the description below. Link to their Instagram as well below. They're always posting new stuff that they're coming up with, some nice trucks, some installs, some builds. Check them out. Huge thanks to them for sponsoring today's video. If you like the content you see, if you got a second gen Dodge, I'm constantly doing upgrades. I've done a lot of work to this through the years, doing car audio, doing lifts, just doing little stuff here and there to it. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I would appreciate it. If you've stayed around this long, you're a real one. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.